How to solve all these sums here? See, x square is equal to 7. So what is x here, children? X is equal to root 7. So this 7 is not a perfect square number. Therefore, this root 7 is an irrational number. Irrational. Understand? 7 is not a perfect square number. Coming to y square is equal to 7. So what is y, children? Y is equal to square root of 16. So here square root of 16 is equal to 4. Why? 16 is a perfect square number. 16 can be written as 4 times 4. The product of the same numbers, that is called perfect square number. So this is 4. So this y square is equal to 16. That means y is a rational. Y is a rational here. The variable y is a rational. What about here? X is a rational. X is a rational number. Coming to z square is equal to 0.02. What is z? Square root of 0.02. So again 0.02 is not a perfect square number. Therefore z is an irrational number. Irrational number. Coming to u square is equal to 17 by 4. What about u? U is equal to square root of 17 by 4. That is 17 by 2 plus or minus 17 by 2. Root 17 by 2. Here also this u is an irrational number. Why? This 17 by 2 is not a perfect square number. Next, w square is equal to 27. Here, this w square is equal to root 27. Of course, this can be written as 9 times 3. This is 3 times root 3. This is also an irrational number. Therefore, here, this w is an irrational. Why? Because this 3 root 3, that means the value of w is equal to 3 root 3. This is also an irrational number. Next. In this last question, t to the power of 4 is equal to 256. This 256 can be written as 4 to the power of 4. So, 256 can be written as 4 to the power of 4. Here, these two powers are equal, then bases are also equal. That means t is equal to 4. So, what is t? Therefore, t is a rational number. This t is a rational number. So, after we completed this third set, our conclusion is the numbers having perfect square roots are called rational. The numbers are not having perfect square roots are called irrational. Question, fifth set. The first question is, rational is the denominator of 1 by 3 plus root 2. So the numerator here is 1 and the denominator is 3 plus root 2. Right. Here, take the denominator. What is the denominator? Denominator is equal to 3 plus root 2. So, what is the rationalizing factor of 3 plus root 2? The rationalizing factor of 3 plus root 2 is 3 minus root 2. See, rationalizing factor means when you multiply an irrational number with an irrational number, then that number should be equal to a rational number. Understand? So here this 3 plus root 2, when it multiply with 3 minus root 2, then we will get a rational number. So that is called a rationalizing factor. Here this 3 plus root 2 can be multiplied with 3 minus root 2. That means now here what we are doing here, rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. Take 1 by 3 plus root 2. So rationalizing means just multiply the numerator as well as denominator with 3 minus root 2. That means 3 minus root 2 again with 3 minus root 2, both numerator and denominator. So this is equal to 3 minus root 2 by, this is a plus b times a minus b. What is a plus b times a minus b? 3 square minus root 2 whole square. A plus b times a minus b means a square minus b square. This formula is very useful for rationalizing the denominators, right? So this is equal to 3 minus root 2 by 9 minus square and root cancelled. So this is equal to 3 minus root 2 by 7. Understand, children? Here in this first question we have to rationalize the denominator. So what is the question here? 1 by 3 plus root 2. This is an irrational number actually. See, the denominator is 3 plus root 2. So the rationalizing factor of 3 plus root 2 is 3 minus root 2. So rationalizing factor means, see, when this 3 plus root 2 is multiplied with this rationalizing factor, it should be equal to a rational number. So this is only possible when 3 plus root 2 is multiplied with 3 minus root 2. So this, each one is called the rationalizing factor of the other. Okay. So here what I did here, just I rationalized the denominator. So that means just multiply the numerator and denominator with the rationalizing factor of the denominator. Right. So the rationalizing factor is 3 minus root 2. Just I am multiplying 3 minus root 2 again with 3 minus root 2 with both numerator and denominator. So this is 3 minus root 2 by a plus b times a minus b is a square minus b square. That is 3 square minus root 2 whole square. So 3 minus root 2 by 9 minus 2. So 3 minus root 2 by 7. The next question is root 6 by root 3 minus root 2. Fourth question. Right. Here children, what is the RF of root 3 minus root 2? RF of root 3 minus root 2 is root 3 plus root 2. The RF of root 3 minus root 2 is root 3 plus root 2. If it is minus, just put plus. That is the RF. Right. Now rationalize denominator. So this is implies root 6 by root 3 minus root 2. Now we should multiply the numerator as well as the denominator with root 3 plus root 2. This is root 3 plus root 2. Root 3 plus root 2 again with root 3 plus root 2. Right, like this. So this is implies this is equal to, right, now multiply. Root 6 should be multiplied with root 3 and root 2. Generally here you make mistake. You multiply only with root 3. You are forgetting, you will forget with root 2. Children, understand? Right. So root 6 into root 3 plus root 6 into root 2 by, this is a minus b times a plus b. We use the same formula. Every time whenever we rationalize the denominator, this formula will helpful, right? So this is a minus b into a plus b times a square minus b square. That means root 3 whole square minus root 2 whole square. Okay, root 6 into root 3 means root 18 plus root 6 into root 2 means root 12 by square and root cancel. This is 3 minus 2. Okay, so this root 18 can be written as 9 into 2. The square root of 9 is 3 times root 2. Understand, children? Similarly, this root 12 can be written as 4 times 3. The square root of 4 is 2 root 3. That means this is plus 2 root 3. Root 18 I also will write here. 9 times 2. The square root of 9 is 3. This is 3 root 2 by 3 minus 2 is 1. So finally the answer is 3 root 2 plus 2 root 4. Seventh question is 1.4. Right. Find the value of root 10 minus root 5 by 2 root 2 up to 3 decimal places. Take root 2 is equal to 1.414 and root 5 is equal to 2.236. Here in this question actually it was given root 15. Please change. If it is root 15, that root 3 value also should have given, but here root 3 value is not given, right? So take please root 5 instead of root 15, right? So take root 10 minus root 5 by 2 root 2. Here the rationalizing factor of 2 root 2, that is root 2 only. So let us multiply the numerator and denominator with root 2 here. So that means root 2 times root 10 minus root 5 by 2 root 2 times root 2. Just here we are multiplying with root 2 here and here, right? Now let us do now. Root 2 times root 10 minus root 2 times root 2 5 by 2 times root 2 into root 2 is 2. Understand, children? Root 2 times root 5 minus root 2 times root 5 by 2 times root 2 into root 2 is 2. Right. Now, here this root 2 times, this root 10 can be splitted as root 2 times root 5 minus root 2 times root 5 by 2 times 2, that is 4, of course. This is root 2 into root 2 is 2 into root 5 minus root 2 into root 5 by 4. Right, let us substitute the values of root 2 and root 5 in this step, right? Root 2 is 1.414, root 5 is 2.236. That means 2 times 2.236 minus, here root 2 means 1.414 times 2.236. So 2 times 2.236 is 4.472 minus 1.414 into 2.236 is 3.161. Now subtract this 3.161 from 4.472, that difference is 1.311, 311, sorry. Right, this 4 in 1.311, 0.32775. Now we have to find the value up to 3 decimal places, that means 0.327. This is approximately, not exactly. Question 8 set, the first question is 64 to the power of 1 by 6. Here in all these questions, the basis we should write in the product of prime factors. All the bases should be written in the form of product of prime factors. Then it will be like this. 64 power 1 by 6 means this 64 can be written as 2 to the power of 6. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 2s are 64. So this 64 can be written as 2 to the power of 6. So power 1 by 6 is there. Now 6 and 6 get cancelled. 2 to the power of 1 is 2. So here 64 whole power 1 by 6 is 2. That answer is 2. Understand, students? Right. 32 whole to the power of 1 by 5. So this 32 can be written as 2 to the power of 5 whole to the power of 1 by 5. So 5 get cancelled. This is equal to 2. Next, here this 625 means 5 to the power of 4 whole power 1 by 4. 4 cancelled. So this is equal to 5. Right. 16 power 3 by 2. This can be written as 4 square whole power 3 by 2. That means that 4 square is equal to 16. Here 4 times 2 into 3 by 2. Why? A power m whole power n. That is a power mn. Students, understand? Laws of exponents. So here, I'm sorry, here we should not take 4 square here, right? This can be taken as 2 to the power of 4 whole power 3 by 2. So this is equal to 2 to the power of 4 into 3 by 2. So 2 get 2 in 4 2 times. So this is 2 to the power of 2 into 3. That is 2 to the power of 6. What is 2 to the power of 6? 6. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 32, 64. So this 2 to the power of 6 means 64. Finally, the 16 power 3 by 2 is 64. Shall I repeat this sum? This 16 can be written as 2 to the power of 4 in the exponential form. 2 to the power of 4 whole to the power of 3 by 2. So this is in the form of a power m whole power n. That means a to the power of mn. So that is 2 to the power of 4 times 3 by 2. So 2 in 4 2 times. So this is 2 to the power of 2 into 3. That is 2 to the power of 6. That is equal to 64. 2 to the power of 5 is 32. 2 to the power of 6 is 64. Now coming to this sum, 243. This 243 can be written as 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 27 3s are 81, 81 3s are 243. That means 3 to the power of 5. So this is 3 to the power of 5 whole to the power of 2 by 5. So 5 5 cancelled, 3 square is equal to 9. Let me repeat. 243 can be written as 3 to the power of 5. So this, instead of 243, we can write 3 to the power of 5. Here already 2 by 5 is there. So 3 power 5 whole to the power of 2 by 5. So this 5 5 cancelled. Why I am cancelling using that formula? That means 3 power 5 into 2 by 5. So 5 5 cancelled. 3 square is equal to 9. 3 square means 3 times 3, not 3 into 2. Right. Last one. This 446,656 can be written as 6 to the power of 6. 6 to the power of 6. Right. So instead of this 46,656, we can take 6 to the power of 6 whole to the power of minus 1 by 6. So now the 6 and 6 cancelled. This 6 to the power of minus 1 means 1 by 6. Why? A power minus n is equal to 1 by 8 to the power of n. Shall I repeat? This 46,656 can be written as 6 to the power of 6. So instead of this 46,656, we can write it as 6 to the power of 6 whole to the power of minus 1 by 6. Here and 6 get cancelled. Finally, 6 to the power of minus 1 will be there. So 6 to the power of minus 1 means that is 1 by 6 using a to the power of minus n. 9 sum, simplify. 4th root 81 minus 8 times cube root 343 plus 15 times 5th root 32 plus root 225. Here actually 4th root 81, cube root 343, 5th root 32, these all are surds of different orders. Right. See, I will write here. This 81 can be written as 3 to the power of 4, and this 343 can be written as 7 cube, and this 32 can be written as 2 to the power of 5, and this root 225 means 15. Right. And I will use the formula nth root a, that means a to the power of 1 by n. Look here children, it's very simple sum and also important for SA1 exam, SA1, SA2, right. As I told you, this 81 can be written as 3 to the power of 4 whole to the power of 1 by 4 minus 8 times this cube root 343. 343 can be written as 7 cube. Nth root a means that is power 1 by 3. Nth root a means a to the power of 1 by n. Understand? Right. Plus 15 times this is 2 to the power of 5 whole to the power of 1 by 5. So finally root 225 means 15. I will repeat. This 81 can be written as 3 to the power of 4. 4th root means whole power 1 by 4. Minus 8 times this 343 can be written as 7 cube. Cube root means whole to the power of 1 by 3. Next, 15 times this 32 can be written as 2 to the power of 5 whole power 1 by 5. Why? 5th root. Right. Plus root 225 means 15. Now here 3 power 4 times 1 by 4 minus 8 into 7 power 3 times 1 by 3 plus 15 times 2 to the power of 5 times 1 by 5 plus 15. What I used here? A to the power of m whole power n, that is a to the power of mn. Now 4 4 3 3 5 5 cancelled. Finally 3 minus 8 into 7 plus 15 into 2 plus 15. Understand students? 3 minus 8 into 7 plus 15 into 2 plus 15. So this is 3 minus 8 7s are 56 plus 30 plus 15. So 30 plus 15 is 45. 45 plus 3 is 48 minus 56. So what is 56 minus 48? That is minus 8. So the answer is minus 8. Hence here in the 10th question, if a and b are rational numbers, find the values of a and b in each of the following equations. Actually two questions are there. The first question is, root 3 plus root 2 by root 3 minus root 2 is equal to a plus b root 6. Here take root 3 plus root 2 by root 3 minus root 2, that is equal to a plus b root 6. Right. What is the rationalizing factor of root 3 minus root 2? That is root 3 plus root 2. Why? The product of these two factors should be equal to a rational number. Right. Now let us multiply the numerator as well as denominator with the rationalizing factor, that is root 3 plus root 2. So this is equal to a plus b root 6. Understand, students? Numerator and denominator we multiplied with root 3 plus root 2, root 3 plus root 2. Same, right? So this is root 3 plus root 2 times root 3 plus root 2, that will become root 3 plus root 2 whole square, whole by, this is a minus b times a plus b, that is root 3 whole square minus root 2 whole square is equal to a plus b root 6. Here I use the formula a minus b times a plus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. Now let us expand this numerator root 3 plus root 2 whole square by using a plus b whole square. What is a plus b whole square, students? You are very familiar with this formula. A square plus b square plus 2ab. That means root 3 whole square plus root 2 whole square plus 2 into root 3 into root 2 by. So here this square and root get cancelled. Finally 3 minus 2. This is equal to what? A plus b root 6. This is equal to a plus b root 6. Now square root cancel. Finally 3 plus 2 into root 6 is equal to a plus b root 6. So what is 3 plus 2, students? 5 plus 2 root 6 is equal to a plus b root 6. Understand? Here now let us compare both LHS and RHS. Here in the place of a, what is here? 5 is there, so a is equal to 5. In the place of b, here 2 is there, so b is equal to 2. Therefore a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 2.